Alrighty. Where we left off, I believe, is trying to get some arrows for this bow so that we can be more sufficient on our own. We have this diamond longsword. It's not the greatest weapon in the world, but it saved us from about 4 to 5 creepers. I'd say that's still pretty useful. We can crush down ores to get duplicate of them. I'm not exactly needing a ton of iron. I probably should still. Gonna go ahead and throw the ore hammer up there. Crush down some iron dust. Do a little bit of copper, as much as we're probably not going to use it. We did just run out of a hammer though, so we'll probably have to do that again. Let's just go ahead and real quick look up if there was another hammer. Because I can only hope there's tiers. There is tiers. This one, however, is not the same. Platinum ore hammer. Let's see, we need platinum ingots, which are gotten from raw platinum. Haven't seen raw platinum or anything of that sort. So let's check about... no silver. Okay. Might have to later create an iron here. Just for that extra bit of durability. Yeah, definitely a few things in here that I'm not. We added a lot of furniture mods, so good chance that we'll find something that wasn't part of our suite. And we're gonna grab half that stack, run the bottom furnace, check daytime, nice blue glow from the door, so we got, say about 3 minutes a day, 3 minutes, could be well overestimating. We should be fine. Got some chests. Let's real quick go and look for some sugarcane. I have those 2 spells. I should probably have at the ready. Especially since they're a little bit of free mana. Use against defensive over durability. Not seeing anything offhand. So let's go ahead and follow this coastline. Looks like we're going to be heading into an Archwood village. Forest, not village. All the same, that sounds pretty good to me. Just enabling my overlay real quick. There we go. Alrighty. Happening on back. Instantly getting hit with dramatic music. Very nice. Oh, entirely forgot I could swim in the air. So very nice. Bluegrass in this biome. Alright, let's go ahead and head up to the coast a little bit better. Just so we're not way onto the land. Looks like there might be some ores down here, unless it's all just barnacles. It's just not seeing anything offhand. But while we can keep popping a swim, it's like we're gonna take some advantage of that just to scout aerially. Oh, hello. As we've already raided it, I'm gonna swim. And we get increase on heal. We'll take that. Free paper, might actually be able to get away with a little bit of materials we have. Cool. Looks like we can actually skim by. I might be stuck in a swim. Still keep going. Probably need the sugarcane for something else. And I can only assume there's more books down the lane. Another Archwood Tower. Or, I suppose, iron. I believe there's supposed to be more of a cooldown, but I'm not to consistently use this aerial swim. I'm feeling a little sketched out about something in this area, so I'm just going to quickly pop open. Goodbye attack speed. Hello, heals on projectile hit. It's like I cannot apply a level to this just yet. In case need 8 arrows, just gonna hotbar them. Not bad. It is getting dark, but we found the sugar cave. Alright, since there's some right here, we're gonna check the surrounding area just a little bit. Not enough to risk ourselves. Do not want to put ourselves too far. Definitely watching out that water, just in case we get some drowns. They are pretty deadly early. Oh, there's skeleton. Hello. Very accurate skeleton. Gotcha. Alright, 500 meters to the tower. Definitely going to see about having to work towards any amount of additional spells. Maybe featherweight or something similar. Start floating around a little bit easier. Keep ourselves in the air for maybe a direct extended duration. Doing the dolphin diving. From the surface of the water, back to the air. Bow at the ready. Few drowns over here, so we're just trying keeping up the air as we can. Been spotted a little bit, and none of them have tridents as far as I can see. Gonna keep on it. Just kind of drifting over towards me. We're fine. I'm gonna try sticking to land just for a few moments. Not just to get a little bit of speed boost, since there doesn't seem to be dolphins in the general area. Spider got too interested. And there's some free string. Swim along the ground here. Does take momentum into account for at least the first 2 seconds. Oh, lovely. Would have loved to see what that chest plate was. Albeit it was leather, but it might have had a modifier. Meaty close the door. And we're in the clear. Does seem like I might still be down 3 first. Go ahead and create a spell. Projectile. Not sure what this says. We're gonna do harm. Does work on all creatures, however, I do not trust it entirely. And you'll be noticing something different. The mana bar we have here is a mixture of both Ars Nouveau and Iron Spellbooks. That meaning, if I use a spell from Ars Nouveau, it uses the same mana pool that I have for Iron Spellbooks. It's a little way of balancing, but it also gives a bit of advantage, such as if I have 100 extra mana from Irons. That means I can use a lot more Ars spell. However, if I use an Ars spell after draining my whole mana bar on an Iron spell, you see the problem. Let me just make sure. Is it 3 I get? Yeah. Leaves us with 1 extra, so I'm gonna craft that. Got some paper. If it was the flimsy journal. Was in fact. And now we should start having our generic spells. We got acupuncture and firecracker. Gonna pocket those. There we go. Spell requires a target. How do I beat target? So we're gonna go ahead real quick and just configure that. Category irons. Spell wheel is set to R. So we're gonna go key R. And we're just gonna real quick check that reload shaders is not Nor's emote wheel. That is essentials. We don't need everything else here seems about correct. Now if we hold R, acupuncture. And then if I hit V, which is a quick action, requires a target, but I can use acupuncture. Go ahead and select firecracker. If I'm not mistaken, it's a firework rocket. Very nice. Beautiful. Looks like it has a pretty small cooldown. Let's check the damage real quick. Looks like it says it does about 7.2, so that should be our most consistent attack. Go ahead and check if we have any additional spells. Does not seem so. Alright, let's... I'm not seeing anything that would affect spell casting right now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and these in here. Go down by the water. Oh, perfect time. Looks like 4 hits on a creeper. And we got Fortunate Leather Pants of Health. Do lose out on some armor, but I gain max HP and luck. For the sake of the max HP, taking it. Oh, hit the wrong button. Definitely gonna have to create a quick bind for else. Lovely. Let's see. Right about here should do. Oh, these are not official. Don't mind if I just trim up the edges. Goodbye, sandweave. Alright, just gonna check out the rest of those. Let's see. Wonderful. So let's just make sure it does not deal AoE damage like that, so I don't have to risk about how close they are. Very good spell. Alright, next order of business. We can continue mining for more diamonds, start getting up full diamond gear, or I believe it might be good to take a look at the advancements. We can start with create mod. Does seem there's a bit of mods here, so let's... Yeah, I think create mod. So we can get down some base automation. Would love to start with Ars Nouveau, but that requires a lot of gold, which I do not believe I have. I have 6 gold. It's not far stretched to start with it. I'm not seeing mana accumulator or whatever it's called. Source jar, that's good to know. Go ahead and hit C. I'm gonna go straight to the documentation. Source. None of that. Important resources. Source berries, nice. Dowsing rod. Short duration of the scrying of budding amethyst and find magic, which will cause magical creatures to glow. A limited number of uses. That sounds like a good start. I don't know how much we'll actually need those amethyst. And no. Spells. Ah, imbuement chamber. So they did change it. Well, here, imbue. If I can spell. Looks like we do have all the materials for this. Let's go ahead and go all the way back to the Archwood Forest, it seems. Yeah, looks like we need Archwood. Filter. Let's go ahead and just clean ourselves up a little bit. I do not have a lot of sorting at the moment. Yoink. There we go. Not the most professional by any means. But it is effective. And for that alone, good job. Nighttime? Not. To thy Archwood Forest. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, that's actually my rooted boots doing that. The Minecraft ambiance right now. Pretty solid. I don't have an axe on me. I think we do only need one tree, so go ahead and chop down this one real quick. Grab enough just to make a wooden post cobblestone right here. We can make a right here for wooden pickaxe. That's 1, 2, 3 stone tools. Finally, don't pick when I meant to make an axe. Okay, time to go back home. Wait, if I'm in this mode, it does not fly me. Okay. Just had to make sure of that. Back. Free pork right here. That's another thing though, just thinking about it. If I have these source berries right here, they are a great way to rejuvenate either sorts of mana. So if I do get the improved mana regeneration that Ars Nouveau gives, it is a much better way of providing general mana stability. However, it does come at the cost of max mana. Ars Nouveau is definitely more secure. Alright, I believe it was this chest. Did I never make iron-based tools? I'm gonna take that as a no. Go ahead, grab our iron, a little bit of copper. And grab the sticks, torches, straight to offhand. Go ahead and make ourselves a iron axe. And it just occurred to me why we don't have armor. Because we have Spellbook. Takes one of every piece of iron tool. Aside from hoe. I'm not seeing anything we need to make at the moment, so I'm just gonna go ahead and straight back. Then real quick, and tab this back over. V, with this spell wheel, and automatically cast. Go ahead and spray some break. And there we go. One archwood tree. That'll be enough for quite a while. For the sake of argument, though, let's go ahead and get fruit. Or better yet, let's see if breaking down here gets rid of this entire tree. It doesn't seem to leave as much root, so definitely better to do that method. Let's look like we destroyed half of our iron pick / axe. We'll go ahead and get one more tree. Durability. So when we have the option, we'll get a fell